Yeah, so basically, this game's going to be TeddyBrewski from Team Saul's Angels up here, and I should probably flip it, versus, I'm not going to call her this, but is, I guess, Daza, or Daza, I don't know. She goes by 5-Star Ghoul in Discord, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. So 5-Star Ghoul is the blue, and I reversed it, so it looks nice and pretty, versus TeddyBrewski. Now, I know 5-Star Ghoul at least has been doing a ton of practice in anticipation of this match. She has been practicing her Orc first Orc. She's been in the Gym Newbie League voice channels with various people like Solstice, Vlaire, me. There's Abominable Toast was just in there. There are a lot of people. And she's been playing a lot of games to try and figure out what her strategy is. And I'm not going to say what it is. I want to see if she actually does it. And I know TeddyBrewski from last season, and I think she did a little bit of research on TeddyBrewski as well. I don't know exactly what he did in prep for this, but I do know that he helped Lucy Lights, who's on my team, for last week's game where he played Crispy. Lucy played Crispy. So and that was an Orc versus Orc. So he's definitely gotten some Orc v Orc practice in as well. He is going for BM. I did stream one of his games versus Alter Ego, which was an undead. And he did go a similar build at the start. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Mirror Image with a Grunt into HH. While on the other side, 5-Star Ghoul is going for the FS into HH opening. So last time, she did run across map. Looks like she's doing the same thing again. I never know if that's the right move or maybe trying to creep a little bit. I also already like this build position a lot better than what she usually does. So can she find him? She's going the wrong way so far. I don't think she realizes that with Mirror Image you can tank a lot of damage and just basically take this without taking any shots, at least for the first one. And then you do the same thing again. Nice shot by Teddy. He attacked with the creep. But now she finds him. Last hit, maybe? No. Alright, so TeddyBrewski gets the whole camp. He gets a little bit of armor out of it. Now the HH are coming out. None of the wolves died at least, so it's not like XP going towards Teddy. But Teddy's going to be happy with how this has gone so far. She's now coming forward with some HH. She'll be a little bit ahead on the HH production. You know, like first HH coming out now. Gets an image. You get a little bit of XP. What do you do? Alright, she found out which one is... Okay, I thought she found out which one was the right Blade Master. But she might have hit it and went, nope, too easy, and hit the other Blade Master. Or thought maybe because it was staying back that it was the real one. So she's on her way, technically to tier 2. Has 2 HH. Meanwhile, Teddy is a little bit ahead of her. And going for his 3rd HH. He's just, no, 4th HH. He's relaxing in his base for now. He's coming out a little bit. She's trying to get some damage on the HH, which is a good idea. Teddy, on the other hand, is just going right for the FS, pushing her away. She tried to get 1 HH, but Teddy should... Yeah, he's not going to lose to that. But now he's got to be careful with that 1 HH. He's actually just leaving it in the back because he doesn't want to bring it forward and then accidentally have it die. 5-Star Ghoul is able to resummon some wolves. And I don't know if she knows this one's right over here, so she's just trying to weaken the HH. And this is the advantage of being the defender. 5-Star Ghoul did not creep, so she's still basically at 50 XP, which means she killed one of the images. Well, killed 2 images. Wait for it. Barely gets out in time. He gets to use the new pots, though, to heal himself up. There you go, pops it. But he's right there still. That's 1 HH that he's better... Okay, that's not... Oh my god, Teddy's about to get screwed. Mirror images to get out, but that also means that it canceled his healing, so he had to pop a new... I mean, well, actually, she canceled the healing already, so he puts a new healing back on top of his basically dead BM. Has no mana for Mirror Image. Can go up and crit things still, but needs a little bit more life. Now, what's the plan? I don't actually... I get it. 1,000 gold unspent, but you got to remember, and this is what I thought she was going to do. She could have fit in an HH or two, granted, but overall, I knew her. We've been talking with her, and I think everyone's kind of universally agreed, and I would say the same thing for TeddyBrewski. You should tech. I honestly... There's definitely validity to tier 2 orc and orc versus orc, or, you know, like tower rushing. But if you know the guy's not tower rushing, which they generally aren't with Mirror Image PM, why not just go tier 3 and get Torn? Torn are good units. She doesn't need to get the buildings for the Torrents. That's another issue. But she's on her way to tier 3. Meanwhile, TeddyBrewski is staying tier 2. If she does what I think she's doing, at least, which is getting Torn, that puts Teddy on a clock. He does not want her to get, like, 4 Torn. Even 3 is very hard to deal with. But 4 is, yeah, that's a doozy. So, she actually started the Torrent Totem right at almost the exact perfect time to finish when this is done. The bad part for that is she can't get, like, a caster out or two ahead of time. She's going to have to decide right away, does she want to get casters or does she want to get Torrent? She's running right over to where he is. She does have Hex, so she hexes the BM. Takes out an HH. 2 HH. Oh no. 3 HH, and he's staying tier 2. He's got 1-0 upgrades, but only for now 3 units. And she will stay on 1 barracks, 1 Torrent Totem. She's not going like 2 of them to fully commit to Torrent, it looks like. Well, we already are doing that technically there, or Larry, as my TTS says. We made her a fantasy team, or fantasy bet point pick. So the one scary... Okay, she is putting down a second Torrent one. Feels a little bit late, though, honestly. The one scary thing I would say for her is the BM. The BM is always a scary thing as it levels. You can see he went Mirror Image level 2, crit level 1. He doesn't have any items that do damage yet, so the crits are not going to be out of control. But your FS only has 525 life, and your SH only has 475. That's a little scary. And it looks like he's trying to bully her away to get the item. But when you have the Tauren, you are the bully. I couldn't even see the item. Well, that's a good item when you got a BM slashing you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. I don't hate this from Teddy. The question is, will he ever get there in time? He's going for Bloodlust, I think. So he's going to go Bloodlust HH. Now, will Torrent still kill the HH? Yes. But the idea is you do so much damage so quickly, and maybe spread out your units, that you kill the Torrent before they can, you know, smack you about 7 times. I wouldn't hate it if she hit, like, right now. She doesn't know that he's going Shaman. I don't think she scouted it. But I wouldn't hate it just because it would reset some of the HH numbers, which he is heavily relying on. But I don't know if it's necessarily required. I just think the game will get harder for 5-star Ghoul the longer it goes. I think she's still in an okay position, but what I mean to say basically is Teddy is hoping this game goes a little bit longer because if he fights right now, he is so screwed. Yep, 3-2 heroes to 3-2 heroes, but one of them has Spirit Link and one of them has 2 Torn. Go like have fun. Okay, Shaman's on the side, can't really do anything. Maybe drops some lightning, but you're gonna see he already popped. Okay, I mean, listen, the Torrent may die. There is no mana for 5-star Ghoul. Nope, they're not dying. Oh, Jesus. The SH died. Honestly, I was more concentrated on the HH than... I don't really care about the SH. Problem is, Teddy has no units now. He's going for Bloodlust. But if you got Bloodlust and no units, you got no Bloodlust. So she's coming in for the kill. She realizes it. These Torn are super weak. She may be throwing them away if she dives in a bit. She does not have Master Training yet. She does have Gold as well. She's sitting at... Honestly, the worst goal... The worst... This is Hitman's doing. Hitman suggested that the man should give 11 food. Right? So now, lesser orcs, quote-unquote, go to 51 out of 51 food, which is probably the worst food in the game to go for. So yeah, not good. This is gonna be close. He's trying to get her to aim something else so that he can get the shaman training out, and he did. Wait. Are you fucking... I don't think it finished. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't have shaman anyway. But that was on like 1 second. I didn't even see if it completed or not. Like, more than 1 second. He's still dead. Alright, a cow died, but he's blocking with the peon. He's not mining. It's a GG. 5-star Ghoul goes up. Wow. And I think... Ooh, wrong screen. I think she has now revealed her plan. And that plan is to go tier 3. I'm curious how Teddy's going to react to that. I mean, I gotta say though, she has been practicing like crazy. So it's good to see the practice working out for her. I know Teddy's been putting in the time too. It's just I was joking and memeing earlier that that the Newbie and Training channel had been up for 10 hours yesterday. Now, 5-star Ghoul wasn't in there for all 10 hours. She's probably only in it for 7 to 8 of them. But that means she was training and watching and stuff for 7 to 8 hours. Today, Newbies in Training has been open for 6 hours, 12 minutes, and 33 seconds. I'm pretty sure 5-star Ghoul has been in it for 6 of those hours. She probably wasn't in it for the last 12 minutes because she was playing Warcraft in this game. She made a game. Hold on. I'm trying to get her in here. She's listening to a song on Spotify. Do we do some weird all the time ghost woman? Never heard of it. Interesting. That's not my fault. She just PM'd me. I saw it. Oh, by the way, Vlare or Vlare, if she wins while you're playing your next games and you hear a duck or whatever fucking sound that is she's spamming, just know it's her. When you're ready to murder someone. Okay? Alright. They're getting ready. We're going LR. They're being nice. They're being happy. DrugLords is the dumbest name, but here we are. I'm not going to object to that. I mean, you might. I don't know. It is what it is. If I speak, I'm in trouble. All right, game 2. We're going LR. So I gotta update the booster when it shows up. It's not showing up on my screen. It actually shows up for you guys though. What the shit? Alright, so it's on the right sides at least. It's just not. There it goes. Now it's showing for me. So 1-0 for a 5-star Ghoul. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, is my philosophy in Warcraft 3. So hopefully she does the same thing or something similar. Meanwhile, TeddyBrewski now knows what is she doing. So what's the plan? I think she's still just going for the HH build, and Teddy's looking to do, I think, the same early game build, which isn't a bad one. Now, this map, I know people like Carson hate this map, and he's a BM lover. But I've always looked at this map and thought this is a great map for BM items. This gives you a decent BM item, at least sometimes. Potentially a good item here. 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 Where you can just get some sick items. And then, you know, this could drop like +8 claws, and this can drop +12, and all these other crazy things. So there is a shot that, like, a BM could kind of get crazy pretty quickly on this map. I've seen some dumb BMs on this map. It's also possible he just gets all rings like he did last game too. But yeah. Not to mention like the good like plus the stats items. There's a lot of good like this can drop a good aura, this can drop a good consumable, this can drop a good consumable. Honestly, like I didn't put this in the map pool at first because for some reason I thought it might get knocked out of the Warcraft or W3C map pool. But I really like this map. I know some people don't. Mostly because of the Triangle of Death. Which is basically, you know, like it used to be with images and the way the map was laid out, you could like pull all this shit and just mess with someone as they're running by. So 5-star runs right across map, and this is the bad part about exposed burrows. It should go up, but he's going to have to heal it right away, or else this is huge. He needs to heal it. Heal it, heal it, heal it, heal it. Listen. I want a fun game, I want a long game. And that would be a very short game if he lost that burrow. But that is the bad part about putting your burrows even somewhere up front. It's a little bit more likely that it will be found. Now, all of this is required that TeddyBrewski bunker up. He's basically able to tech anyway, but he's definitely been scared. And he does lose that grunt, which is quite a bit of XP going the way of the 5-star Ghoul. Almost loses an HH, but hasn't lost it yet. Meanwhile, Teddy needs, there we go. I was going to say, Teddy could have teched the whole time. He was at 190, but I knew he was kind of distracted. But now it's getting a little bit ridiculous. She's a whole 60 seconds ahead of TeddyBrewski. This is going to be hard for Teddy, especially if he does the same build he did last time, which revolved around tier 2. I don't know what... There's like 2 ways to look at this. One is like go late game, get tier 3 buildings, hope they don't hit the timing. The other one is, oh my god, I'm going to die. Like, I don't know, buy a Firelord tier 2 and go Rusher with towers. You're going to still be behind, but... you know, hope she doesn't get that many units. Alright, so 5-star Ghoul is going for some of the camps that kind of give the consumables, so she's not going to... I mean, you don't really care as the FS anyway. And the SH, frankly.
Forces are under attack.
For the items. But Teddy, he found a ring. He found a little bit of agility. The thing he really likes when he has his grunt. There you go, gets the purge. He can mirror image now if he wants. Or he just wants to kill it first, I think. Yeah, because it is probably going to go off. I mean, he killed it in time that it didn't go off a second time, but maybe if he used mirror image, he wouldn't have killed it in time to, would have gotten purge. But yeah, he used mirror image to tank some of the damage. What is the item going to be?
Player's forces are under attack.
There you go. This is what I mean with these items. Suddenly, you just got quite a few of them. Does he not? I don't think he realized at first what it was. He's running all the way back. Now he's realized it, though. And he unloads. He lets it stay. So, 5-star Ghoul being annoying. And teching right to tier 3. Actually, I lied. That was not right to tier 3. She took a little break at tier 2. She must have forgotten because Teddy caught up. But he's staying tier 2. It's going for SH, so we're not getting like a Fire Lord thing. More claws. This is what I mean with the Claw Central.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, so they're going to creep right next to each other. Alright. Yeah, he doesn't see her. Honestly, I think Teddy has to hit. Listen, they're not on my team. I kind of hope Teddy wins the game. But I'm not going to lie, I did pick 5-star Ghoul for gambling matches. And I may have a gambling addiction. So, 5-star Ghoul has to at least win 2-1. Just saying. Don't need her to win all the games. Just 2-1. I'm not greedy. No, you wouldn't have picked her. I don't think she was even an option to pick. Because she got into the league late. We can still make her fantasy options, but you can't like pick her for your team. Mana for days. She can even put this one on here. Oh, he. Wait, I saw SH, so I was thinking SH. This SH. This is Teddy's. Teddy's got mana for days. I would honestly put the Wand of Mana Stealing on the SH, take the Gloves of Haze, put it on here, and look at this yoked out BM. But, not happening. Alright, so, we got some casters going to begin with. I don't know if he remembers or she remembers it sitting right there. She's also getting a Shredder. I don't know if she needed it. I guess she does if she wants double torrent on him, maybe. Thinking maybe it was an expo or something. I don't know. Yep, there's the second one. I don't really know if she needed that. Like, the Shredder brought back 200 wood, but costs like 100 for the Shredder. Alright, what do we got? So, Teddy's tier 2, or excuse me, tier 3 is a little bit quicker than it was last game. And the Shamans already have a depth. So, we're fighting before the Torn, which honestly, don't hate it for Teddy. Because Torn are scary. And you know what's scary at this point? A BM with plus 13 damage. So 5-star Ghoul did forget to use Spirit Link, which would have spread the damage a little bit more. She still wasn't going to win that fight. Now there's a Torn coming out. If she uses Spirit Link again, that could be very big. There we go. Spirit Link on the Torn. It is only one Torn, though. And that is a dangerously close to dead FS. And that's maybe... I mean, it doesn't really matter if you lose it, because Ankh, but... it means no more Ankh later. This is the timing which is always scary for the orcs that are attacking. But she pops right back out, and now she might kill this BM. He's got a TP. Okay, don't TP. Lightning Shield, maybe, to kill the Spirit Walker? Yikers. Alright, so that went from looking like I thought Teddy was going to push through this to anyone's game. I'm not gonna say that 5-star Ghoul is winning right now. She does have a ton of Torn coming out. However, yeah, Bestiary. I was thinking, like, maybe get Torn barracks for some HH, like stop making HH and go Shaman. But, I mean, yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about, Solstice. I don't know if she's ever dealt with this to Dispel and stuff. But, yeah. It's only 11 minutes into the game, isn't it? Right? So, gold mines run out at about 21 minutes. So, plenty left to go. So now, this is interesting. I think a lot of people go for Torn, and I always tell people I think Bloodlust is amazing. I would just tell most orcs to go Bloodlust. Teddy's doing that. We're going to have to see, can he spit out enough damage before all the Torn are on top of him? And can he deal with Master Training? Now, there's only one Spirit Walker right now, so it's not going to be that insane. Furthermore, Teddy may want to consider going for probably a Fire Lord for, I think it's Incinerate, and that's basically so that if you're attacking, let's say out here, like, or just watch, like, if you're attacking with Incinerate, this Torrent, and it dies, it blows up. It doesn't leave a body. Without a body, you can't revive it. That is one way to counter a reviving cattle army. But it'll be a little bit harder. Ooh, that's a very, very late Shredder. We're going for an Expo. I don't know if that was necessary, to be honest. I guess it was 211. But he's already gotten, like, unless he's thinking Torrent or something later, he's gotten a lot of the expensive stuff. Already got the upgrades. Now, one thing I am extremely scared of for 5-star Ghoul, even though she has to die this game, I'm sorry, I want more games. Plus 18 damage with Bloodlust. Let's say that again. Plus 18 damage with Bloodlust on a level 4 with level 2 crits. Versus an SH which has Cloak of Flames and an FS which has Bone Chimes. Yeah, but the problem with hexing is you're only a frog for like 3 seconds. The Expo has gone up. He used the tiny Great Hall. I don't like this position at all. Because now all of the Tauren are just hitting the BM. I did like the lightning shield on the BM as well. There you go. There's the Hex. Now the Tauren are on top of the Berserkers. And this is the scary part for Teddy. He's got to kite back because that's just so much damage being taken. He did use a healing word. And look at this thing go. What the shit? But the BM is getting weak. He does have an invul pot. Does he know? Okay, he heals. But he's just coming back to life. More and more of them are coming back to life. You kill one and, you know, well, one repops up, not two. But there goes the whole army. Tauren are stupid units. So Teddy's playing this out, but I think he's like, oh my god, I am so fucking dead. It is 35 food to 66 food. The important thing for everyone to know is I'm getting Fantasy League points. But I liked Teddy's idea. I feel like he needed more up front and not raiders. Having a few Tauren up front yourself at least puts it so that you can deal out the damage. But we saw how quick, as soon as the Tauren got on top of the HH, the amount of damage that was being put out was insane. And the Spirit Walkers are just walking into the back. A Tauren may die here too, but guess what? Okay, you need to revive them so it looks like I know what I'm talking about. I'm back, bitch! And there's two more. So that's a, let's put it this way. That was a convincing 2-0 by 5-star Ghoul.